Hello and welcome back, everyone, to some more Thornkeep. Uh,
Yay!
I am,
60.
yeah, I am Caleb, alias Shadow Toa. I will be the DM, GM, referee, whatever it is, in this system. And
Umpire.
yeah, that one.
What? He's our vampire.
No, that's
Are we
the
No,
other.
playing the Are we playing the
that's the other
masquerade?
campaign. That's the other campaign.
All right. And once again, this week we have three players with us who will introduce themselves and their characters in no particular order, starting with.
Hi, I'm Aaron. Willaroo at the table. I am going to be playing as a human cultist named Magdalena Evonia. I am here to find things, particularly of an old and mystical nature.
I'm Joel Darthelmo. I am playing Dr. Franklin Devino.
And I am Robin, alias Commodore. I am playing the rat folk Pavla Torgovnik.
I was looking forward to that pronunciation.
What? It's not that difficult.
It is when I'm looking at
It
it
doesn't
sideways.
even have an umlaut in it. Caleb.
Fair enough. Okay. Point taken. All right. Does anyone want to recap what happened last week, or shall I?
We showed up. We got
Right.
a contract, and there are other people in this contract to go bring this mystical, this water clock back in from this tower, so we can get the real contract.
Oh, I have notes. Vitale, the Osirian grave robber, who is
Uh-huh.
a pompous classist,
Cool.
and then the
Yeah.
Silver Crown guy who is overconfident and dismissive.
Very nice. Very nice.
We were hired by Duke Gunch the vampire and his lady of the Duke Imogen, who wears Aristotelian headdress.
Sure, that's exactly what she is.
Marshall.
Ooh. Boy, I'm glad you guys aren't sticking around here for long. That could get awkward real quick.
And so we have head off into the wilderness, and we found the tower, and that's where we ended last week,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Did we find it?
Where are
I
we
think we
putting
got
our
ourselves a
tokens on
cart.
the map? Like here, maybe? No, not there.
We were going to get ourselves a cart and donkeys.
We either ended preparing to leave or leaving.
Oh, okay.
And
Or,
I think you
yeah.
did you roll for encounters already?
Yes, it did.
Okay. So we get there without a hitch. Or not.
I remember us getting a cart, and
Yeah.
and leaving, and that's where we left.
There are many
Yes.
hitches.
Okay.
And I remember Caleb saying, "You get there unmolested," and then ascending. But
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
We hitched the cart.
Yeah.
The cart is the only thing that needs hitching.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we entering from this side or
Sounds
this
good.
side?
You guys are entering probably from the main road. This is more of just a forested area, so
Okay, so this way.
the
Then.
area closest to Joel. There was something else I wanted to. Oh, yes. I know I've brought this up a couple of times. I did include a copy of the. I did write out a copy of the missive, and put it in each of your notes as well.
Ooh.
Whatever your name is, Aaron.
I have had that name at different points in my life, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I apologize immediately. I am so bad with names.
One figure critical fail. Taxes,
It'll be really nice when I forget Robin's later.
Ah! All right. So, should I do the sneaky sneak bit?
Well, actually, hold on.
Oh no.
As you guys arrive, you actually see that someone actually is here.
You.
Aloof archer.
Yes.
No, that's the best one.
These people are not important yet, right now.
They're
You- The
really.
aloof archer, he my best friend.
Yes. Uh,
Now we know where the clock actually is in the tower. Yeah, we know it's in the central bit.
Yeah, they said it was in the central tower.
Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of wait and watch at this point. Like, have they seen us yet?
well, are you guys making an effort to stay hidden?
Oh, I am.
I
Should
think I'm
should I
armored up by
roll?
this point, so I don't hide anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, yeah.
I mean, theoretically, I could roll for stealth.
I mean,
You could roll. It wouldn't end well, but you could roll.
yeah, you
Yeah,
guys wouldn't. Yeah, you guys wouldn't. Well,
Would you guys send me in ahead of
okay.
you?
Here, how about this? Okay,
to
here, how
scout
about
ahead?
this? How about this? Give me a quick survival check.
Oh, okay.
But
Any of you?
I can do that. I have okay survival.
Yeah.
By that I mean
but I didn't put any ranks in survival, Caleb.
By that I mean I have a
Not even
plus
a class
3.
skill for me.
Oh,
Okay.
21. I'm 22.
Mm.
I can math.
Ooh. 19 plus 20, 21, 22, 21!
No, 3, sir.
3, my lord.
Can't I use stealth? It's just
Better
one skill above survival. I
No,
mean,
no,
they're
this is-
practically the same thing.
No, okay. Yeah, Dr. Thibodeau. Yeah, before,
No,
as
no,
you're
not
on the
Thibodeau.
approach...
No,
Thibodeau,
that's
wow.
2 campaigns ago.
I told you I was bad with names!
I was wondering when that was gonna happen.
Yes,
Dr. Alfonso Rodriguez.
Dr. Octagonopus. All right. In that case, you, on the approach, actually notice fresh cart tracks
Hmm.
going the same direction you're going.
Hmm.
Ooh.
With this knowledge, what do you do?
Send the rat in. Send in the rat.
You know, I feel like there's a small fairy that's around that's somehow just whispering and trying to tell me what I do. And if I know anything about the Fates, we should do the opposite.
No,
So
no.
You should just
it's the
walk
rat sitting next
straight
to you
in
the cart.
there without.
It's the rat
with-
sitting next to you in the
Ow.
cart that's whispering to you.
She's like, tag me in, boss.
Tag me in. Put me in, coach. I can do it.
I was gonna say I've
I
actually
was
seen her be
made for this.
very, very stealthy. So like, I gotta give her a shrug and a look that's like, "You're up."
Alrighty. Okay, so my stealth is +8. Let's roll the dice. I rolled a 1.
Okay, so
This is always the thing, isn't it?
move yourself into the fortress, please, Pavla.
Oh, well, I was gonna just kind of peek around the corner, like
So
here.
You put your hand you put your hand on the stone for support, and it accidentally hits a button you didn't see, and suddenly the portcullis above you starts falling.
Hold on. There's a skill that I need to use for this, isn't there?
No,
I
it
think it's
just
called a reflex save.
Yeah. Make a reflex
Yeah.
save.
Let me find my reflex. It is +6.
It's not going to hit you. Let me say that. Okay.
Not 20.
You can pick which side of the portcullis you land on. As you dodge, it's going to lock you in, but your reflex is high enough that you can quickly dash under it.
I know where the mechanism is. Yeah.
No.
You just kind of
Robin
you
knows
know
where the
what-
mechanism
you know what
is.
closed
I
it.
can find it later though. So.
Yeah, you can find it. It's like you can probably find it. You know what closed it.
Okay, I'm gonna shut myself in.
Okay. Startled by the noise, everyone inside immediately looks over.
Hello, friends.
The archer has his bow out and is aiming at you, but has stopped at that point. Everyone else does have their weapons, except for Vitale. Huh. Haven't I seen you before?
Yes, we met in Hersturm.
Uh. Ah, yes. You were the, Yes, you were. Yes, you were in the meeting hall when we were tasked with this job.
Yes,
What,
yes.
pray tell, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
Much the same as you, I think.
Hmm. I take it. Yeah. Okay. Uh, um. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Confound it, these old
Actually,
doors,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I start looking for the door unlocking mechanism.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah, you do see a place over to the right of the door. Um, that looks like it
Facing
could
out?
be. That I'm talking to
Facing
Joel.
out,
I'm
so
sorry,
like over
Joel.
here. Oh, him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see a place to the right side of the door that looks like it could be scalable. It's not that hard to find. Like the rocks are kind of. While you do that, are you? Yeah. I take it your companions are here as well.
Yes, we're kind of I look at the door. Separated at the moment, though.
Yes. That is your climb check. Yeah, that's not a bad.
Oh,
Um,
I would have used that
that's a
then.
Do we get Alzang?
Yeah, and yes, it's in
Yeah.
addition. As soon as
you have an armor
the-
check penalty of 2, I take it.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I'm the worst rogue.
As soon as we start talking about climbing, I'm just like meeting out the rope
Yeah.
with the grappling hook.
I imagine you guys have been talking about that while this is going on. Right. Well,
the
yes, there's a
first discussion
mechanism.
would have been like, "Can you lift that?"
Yeah.
Like, I know you're strong,
Uh,
but
He actually begins walking over.
I probably
believe-
actually could if I threw everything at it.
There's a mechanism to hold open the door over here. He walks over with his half-orc friend. And as he reaches the door, Dr. Devino, you have reached the top of the wall. It looks like a
don't-
reasonable drop down.
I don't think they're hostile right now. They don't seem to be, at least.
All right, I'm going to stand up there and hold the rope so I can pull up our other companion.
Okay.
yeah, I'll tie it off to me to assist my climb. I think 'cause
Okay.
I'm not wielding the shield, so it's not gonna.
So,
bother
so
me.
you
Yeah.
guys are like over here at this point, so we can't see you.
Yeah.
I think I'm over here. Technically,
And
was that right?
have-
Okay.
All right, I have a modified climb.
Your
of
right,
0
not my
thanks
right.
to my
Yeah.
super special armor, my breastplate.
All right.
Ooh, hey,
I will.
19?
I will attempt to aid you. And
Okay.
if that's just a pure strength check, I get over a 10. So you get
Yep.
a +2 to that.
Okay, so that's a flat
You get a +2 to
19 plus 2 to 21.
All right. Yeah. You easily climb
Oh.
up.
Oh dear, it seems my companions have gone and left me.
Are you guys making an effort to be stealthy?
No,
No.
Okay. He looks
we
up.
just climbed the wall.
Ah. Oh, it seems they've already joined us.
Oh my! I look up.
Well,
So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna rappel down. I'm gonna rappel down.
Yeah,
well,
we're doing the buddy system. We're over here like properly climbing a wall.
I suppose.
turns
I
to-
suppose I'm a better anchor, so I'll actually hold it and let you rappel
Yeah.
down first.
yeah.
Yeah,
He turns
I just
to you
leave the
with,
grappling hook up top so
Yeah.
that we have. Yeah.
Yeah. He turns to you with a bit of a smile.
Me.
Vitale. The orc behind him does not look nearly as happy, nor do his companions. well behind. They look... yeah, they look suspicious and ready to go at a moment's notice if need be.
Oh, seeing
He basically...
seeing that, I definitely at least try to, like, looking at them casually and just being like, "Yep, that's going on." I I light another cigarette, and then I undo the peace ties on my sword.
He's like...
Yeah, Pavla is like
Well.
fidgeting slightly with the hilt of her rapier.
Seems
Not
like
like
I'm...
holding it, but like twiddling with the pommel a bit.
Yeah. Seems I should get a move on if I plan on walking out of here with that water clock myself. I've already searched one of these towers, but we haven't been here very long. What do you think? Whoever finds it first gets first claim to try it out?
Deal! And I take off running for the center tower.
Oh dear.
He raises a bit of an eyebrow at that. And then walks back
Pavla.
over.
Oh, okay.
And then he makes with a bit of a... He walks a little bit hastily towards his own tower,
yes,
motioning to his archer who will go to the door.
I do not double move. I run.
Yeah. Vitaly himself is not running. Everyone else is just kind of going.
Which I
okay.
think
Go ahead and get to the...
I have a
All
run.
right.
I have a walk speed of.
Are we keeping track of turns at this point, or are we just?
No, not right now. You guys can...
What is my move speed right now? I think it's.
Ultimately, you guys know where it is, and these guys have started looking in the wrong place, so...
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Do I have a speed?
try to follow behind. Probably not as quickly.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see whether I'm. Oh, 30 feet. Yep. Okay. I don't have.
Yeah, you have a...
I don't have good armor yet.
Okay.
Seeing that the enemies
I think
are
my
going
move
in
speed
the
is
wrong
20.
direction, I'm just going to
Yes.
move at a fairly leisurely pace after the doctor who is running.
Yeah. Running is 4 times speed, right? Joel? Yes.
I believe if you don't have the feet, I could double
Okay.
check.
So, yeah, you're like...
Yeah, Pavla
like-
is trying to go quickly, but she has a move speed
Yeah,
of 20,
you've, like-
so that might.
You made
Be
it
a
part way up
little
the
bit slower.
stairs by this point. I'll just... Yeah. Alright.
Oh dear. Is there going to be a rather grisly scene at the top of the tower?
No, if anything, there was there would have been a slightly grisly scene at the base of the tower.
Oh.
4 times. Yes, it is current. It is 4 times normally in medium
Okay.
or medium light or no armor. I am currently wearing.
Is there anything on this floor?
I don't think so. No, there's not. This was the place with the enchantment. The stuff we all left is upstairs, including the water clock and an even heavier statue.
Oh dear. Oh yeah. Okay. So we head on up there, I suppose.
As a as a plan of action, it may be advisable for you to wait down here in case they want to put up a fight on our way down. You can warn us. I will assist the doctor with the heavy object.
She nods. Right. And she'll, after you guys go up, she's gonna stand at the base of the stairs.
Oh, chain shirt. That's what I'm currently wearing.
She will draw her rapier.
Okay. Alright, so the two of you are going up the stairs then, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, at the top of the stairs is a chamber. It was probably once quite regal, and you see some remnants of that. A rather finely carved wardrobe that's seen some wear and tear. In a very nice looking statue you imagine might be worth something to the right people. I don't know if any of you have knowledge religion, but
I have all of them.
I
Let's see.
Nope. I did not take knowledge religion. I count
Oh,
on someone else
I-
having that.
Let's see.
Magdalena has it, actually.
It's only a 9.
Okay, you have no idea what this is,
Sure.
but probably a deity or a ruler of some sort.
Did I actually take a
Um,
praise? I did not take a praise yet.
I did,
I have it.
Yes.
but
We
I'm
have
at
two
the bottom of
characters
the stairs.
who are probably going to use it for two completely different things.
So I just seeing them not behind me, I just walk up, put my hand on the water clock.
Okay. Yes, you do see a rather nice-looking water clock. Looks
What is a water clock?
pretty heavy. It's
So basically, it's a clock. It's a device that is made to drip water at a certain speed, consistently. So you can basically fill it up, and it will count down hour timing for you.
Huh, okay.
So like depending on the size and the type, some of them are 1 hour, some of them are 8 hour, or anywhere in between.
So it's like an hourglass, but with water.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Okay, yeah. Uh, looks like this is in really good shape. Like better shape than you would expect something to be in a ruined tower.
Cool. I'm going to give it an experimental, like, weight testing.
Okay,
Lift.
this will slow you down. This is not something that you can carry easily.
That's what you think.
But yeah, it's like it's not something that that will take forever to move, but it will in fact slow you down. Out of game, it's about 200 pounds, so the max of your medium load.
Okay, cool.
You imagine with all your gear and stuff, it would, you could carry it. It would be very slow without buffs or assistance.
Buffs, you say?
Dr. Devno and Magdalena, make me a perception check.
Right. You did say that this was seemingly abnormal. 8 on the die plus 4 is 12.
Okay.
You said that this is in an abnormal condition in a place that we expect Fae to be.
That's fair. That's basically I'm stating it's like this is something that is in better shape than what would be in a ruin. So possibly maintained, possibly brought here. Not quite sure what. Joel, could you make me a perception check as well?
I can make you a perception check.
Who keeps texting me?
So it doesn't look as old as the ruin around it then.
21.
What?
21.
21.
Give me just a second. Of all people, Joe Bologna is asking me just right now if I have a game night. Wow. Talk about timing. Robin, you're muted.
Sorry, I'm eating chips. Yes, but not that kind of game night.
Yeah. I'll need to get back to him on that. Geez. Weird. Okay, so, Joel. You get the feeling you're being watched.
It's the aloof archer. That was a joke, but it might be true.
Okay. Anything besides just the feeling that I'm being watched?
Depends. Do you do anything with that?
Oh yeah. If I feel
Do
like
you
I'm being
ignore it?
watched, I'm going to try and.
Okay. When you look out the window on, I don't have the map of the upper chamber, so I'll just insert a window to the side closest to you and Aaron.
Fair.
Yeah. As you look out that window and the one facing the door you came over, you notice a couple of things. One, your guide is not there anymore. He's gone somewhere. Also,
Is the cart
you
still
could
there?
you could swear that you see movement off to the side past the wall over here. Meanwhile,
Back at the
um,
farm.
Pavla,
Uh-huh.
you start hearing shouting outside
I
and
shout
other
up.
noises.
I
Make me a
yell,
perception. Make me a perception check real quick.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Perception 5. 21.
Okay. You hear something along the lines of, "Where did those come from? And where's our guide?" And then, yeah, you hear the sound of an arrow being loosed and a few groans.
I start going up the stairs while saying, "Something's going down, there's fighting."
Okay. So. Alright, what are you guys going to do with that information?
I'm gonna
We've
take a
got
look.
2 options.
I'm gonna go take a look out the window and look down into the courtyard.
Okay. Yes, looking down, you see Vitale and his companions beating a bit of a retreat out the front door. They're being pursued. It's a fighting retreat because they're being pursued by some skeletons.
Skeletons?
Yes.
Huh.
What is it?
Skeletons.
I unlimber the Morning Star.
Do they notice us?
The skeletons or the people?
Yeah.
No, they're pretty well occupied.
Okay. I
How
think
do
we
you
should
want to
lay
do
low
it?
for a little.
All right. Those people make their way out of the tower. Make me perception checks.
Another one. Okay, let's see what happens.
Another one.
Yeah.
That's a 2, so 7. I see
Oops.
nothing.
That was a 9 before I accidentally pressed roll.
I
instead of
noticed
look.
there's
So,
there's
12.
some dust on the end of my whisker.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Magdalena. You hear groans coming from this side of the tower over here,
Okay.
and they are reaching the base of your tower.
Okay. Do they sound human?
You don't know.
Is there still the giant wardrobe in the room?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna go.
Hide in the wardrobe.
I'm gonna go pick that up
Okay.
and put it in front of the stairs.
What? All right,
Alrighty
Corn and
then.
Fury, let's go.
Alrighty then.
This
The
is like
undead-
every horror film.
Yes. Well, yes. The noises subside as they pass through the tower
What?
and come out the other side.
But I'm in the tower.
Oh, you're still at the bottom?
I didn't come all the way up. I mean, I guess I could have gone up
Oh,
the
I
stairs.
thought you
guess
were.
I went up the
thought.
stairs.
Okay, sorry. I thought you
She's
were up in the
halfway
room.
up.
I wouldn't have sealed you down there. I thought you were.
Okay,
you,
I guess-
you ran up the stairs and to be in the room with us.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's say that happened.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that's what you were saying too. Oh, that could have gone much differently. Wow.
Nope, absolutely. No, that's terrible. Don't do that.
All right. So, yes, they subside as they appear to go through the tower. And you hear them now on the other side. They're getting quieter.
Cool. I'm gonna keep trying to monitor them through the windows.
You watch as they as a group of 4 skeletons with sword and shield try to climb over this wall. Eventually, they initially have some trouble, but then, surprisingly, they actually start assisting one another.
It's
Huh.
strange. I don't remember them suggesting that there were undead here. I feel like that's a fairly large.
I feel bad for making you guys do this a lot, but it's make me one more perception check. Joel, you notice that they're heading towards that area where you saw movement, or where you think you might have
17.
seen movement.
I'm still looking at the end of my whisker right now.
Okay.
23.
Ooh.
I
All
think
right.
I think Pavlov may be scared of the undead.
Yeah.
Is what's going on.
And like
Magdalena.
I see
as things
nothing.
go on, like my level of interest is escalating like through the roof. Undead?
Yes.
What?
Magdalena.
Yeah.
These beings have green. You think you see some glimmers of green in them?
Green is in like energy, or green is in like
No, as in like the sun is catching something and it's glistening on all of
okay.
them.
Okay, like the bones are glistening, or something inside the bones.
Whatever. Some of the stuff that's left on the bones.
On the bones.
Yes, like some of
Okay.
the. Yeah, there's still a little bit of meat, but from what you can see, yeah, apparently there's something there.
Yeah. Would I have any clue what that is?
Not really. No, this
Okay.
is not. That's not something you imagine that is common to undead.
No, I didn't know if it
It's-
might be like a fey thing or another kind of
No.
creature that's in the skeletons.
No, this is completely new to you.
There's something going on with them. They have some kind of a reflectively emerald tone to them.
I'm gonna
Don't
go
think
it's
over
a-
there and look.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of knowledge check we can make?
Is it a knowledge local check, Caleb?
I'm gonna say that since Magdalena phrased it that way, the only thing you can think of is that there is the Emerald Spire in the area, but you don't know how or why that would give these things like something green in what's left of their skin and muscle.
Cool.
Yeah, they look like that green spike coming out the ground down south from here.
That
Or
draws
not
a look.
not here from Thornkeep, that is. But why would they be all the way out here?
All right, they make their way to that area where you, Joel, believed you saw movement earlier, and you see a lot more movement over there now. Before everything is still. The groans and noise has stopped.
There's been some kind of a fracas.
They're slurping about.
I don't know. We're not going to be able to move quietly with this thing, but I don't know what called them in the first place.
If our guide left, did they take the carriage with him, or did he just skedaddle?
You have no idea.
Mm.
Well, do you guys wait? Do you guys do something?
Maybe I could attempt another stealth check.
I don't favor the idea of sending you out there alone, knowing what we are.
I got cornered
What sort
fury.
of-
I'll be fine. What?
Monstrosities are in the area.
I say we grab this thing and go.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to agree.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
we need to see if that cart is still here.
I tried. I can carry it.
Yeah, you guys
I'm gonna
outpace him.
He's probably gonna be a little bit slower behind us. I'm going to attempt to stealth forward and see if the cart's still there.
Sure,
I'm
make me a
going
stealth
to-
check.
Unlimber my shield and basically just be a vanguard.
It's a 5 plus 8, so that's No.
13?
I can't math right. 13, thank you.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm unlimbering my
Basically,
shield.
I'm not gonna
sorry,
go
let me-
this way. I'm gonna
Okay.
go down the stairs, come out this direction, and then stealth out here and see if the cart's still there.
Okay. What are you doing, Aaron?
I'm taking out my shield and I'm basically just putting myself in between the doctor.
My rapier's
and
still out.
whoever might be beneath us, because he's
Okay.
not going to be in the good position to fight with the object that we need.
Okay. Pavla, as you approach the gate, you see from this, from the from this side of the doorway, you actually see two hunters, including your guide, come out of the foliage. They have
Vic,
fewer. They
come
have.
on.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, there are two of them. Let me. Okay. Yeah, they both look. Yeah, they both. Neither of them see you at first, and then one of them happens to glance down and catch your eye. Oh. Someone's still. Oh, good. There's someone still here.
Yes, my companions and I are still here.
What happened? What happened to my group?
Last I saw, they were trudging through the... Well, I guess I didn't see that, actually. I have no idea. Sorry, I'm metagaming, apparently.
Yeah, he swears a little bit. I'll have to see if I can track him down. Can't. Yeah,
Out of character. Legit, they didn't see them traipsing through the forest, screaming with skeletons behind them.
Well, funny you should mention that. Your guide asks, after he's done being startled, asks you... Sorry, but... Well, no, he doesn't ask. He states, sorry about that. We were dealing with some undead in the area.
Yeah, the green ones?
Let me make a quick little... Green ones? I don't know. We saw some skeletons and decided that we should probably take them out. You guys were already in the tower, so...
Yes.
Yeah, we saw some going that direction, and I point.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, they look over, and they look extremely alarmed. Like, whoa! Okay. Clear. Yeah, they're, like, clearly impressed. Like, you guys were more okay than we thought.
Boom, boom,
Uh,
boom, 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 boom.
I'm glad to see
Yeah.
that you are both all right. Have you found the other group? It sounded as though they beat a hasty retreat.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
totally turn tail and run in that direction. I point with my head. Poof, poof.
Yeah, you better catch up to them, or at least try and find them, especially if they have if they have some undead on their back.
Is that a normal occurrence here?
The other guy starts following tracks, and your guide turns to you. Sometimes. Haven't seen that many in a while. It's pretty bizarre. We actually... Well... Well, you know what? You guys have some time? We found... Yeah.
I assume I've made it to the cart by now.
Yeah. Do you need... You know what? Never mind.
Is there room in the cart for, say, a giant elf statue as well?
Cause we got a sled, right? Not a cart.
Yeah, you guys gotta...
Something.
Right, because it would go better through the... Yeah.
You can fit it on, but you will be traveling at 1/3 of your speed to go back.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
It's like it will weigh
be
the
scenic.
cart down, and you will have a hard time getting back.
Probably more rolls for random encounters too.
Yeah, so it'll be a trek.
It'll be
Alright.
money.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good. Well,
Magdalena,
you guys can watch the
looks
front.
to
Pablo looks at you and says, "I like the way you think."
Magdalena's about to protest, and then she's like, well, we've just gotten more time, so if you want to start now.
Well, we actually found. Did the undead go? Did the skeletons come through here?
They walked
Literally.
through the tower.
They entered. I point to the one direction, and they went that way.
There's the
Perpendicular to
wall
where you're
that
standing.
Seems to be made into a great deal of rubble, but the
Whichever.
part that was strange was that they worked together to scale the opposite wall of the keep.
Really? That's strange. Skeletons don't usually act like that.
They don't have
Well,
unless they have someone telling them what to do.
yeah. I was thinking you guys might want to see where we fought a group of these guys.
I apologize.
Yeah, we fought some of them in the woods, but we found a group of 4 of them tearing up a campsite of all things.
They do not seem wild, or at the very least, they seem to have some kind of intelligence guiding them.
Right.
Is there a known practitioner of the dark arts?
I'm sorry, I heard gnome practitioner.
Well,
there used to
incidentally.
It's your first character. Aaron's first character was
Incidentally, in this area.
a gnome necromancer.
Well,
Who has apparently canonically been in these hills before?
I've looked yet. We haven't seen yet. Looks like we took care of all of them, but yeah.
But you say that they crop up occasionally, which means that they must have some kind of a source. Unless
Well-
there is some ritual site or...
I mean, undead. Yeah, I mean, these places have been attempted to be populated for years. Just too many dead cultures, forgotten cities, and slain bandits and merchants. There's any number of sources for the undead, just not usually in groups this size.
I have at this point I have taken all of my equipment off.
Because you're gonna need that.
Yes, and
yeah.
I don't know whoever looks to be the strongest.
That would be.
It's probably the ranger.
It's the ranger, actually.
It's totally me.
I tap him on the shoulder and ask him to come help me with something.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. He looks at Magdalena.
We'll have
And
days.
Pablo. Do you guys have any spellcasters with you? Actually, yeah, that's
I point.
I was gonna say I don't think you actually
Magdalena.
I don't think you actually know Melina has any magical abilities.
Well, she
And,
looks it. I am profiling.
she profiles the gypsy lady.
I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't believe we have a mage with us, if that's what you're asking. What do you need?
Just like someone to take another look at that campsite, see if there's anything magical going on, or with the undead, or with the air, or with the area.
So if
maybe
you-
that's what necromancer was. If
I've studied
one
some
was
strange things. If you point us in the right direction, perhaps the...
Right.
All right, if you two grab the top of this, and I'll grab the bottom.
I can pick up the statue and you guys and carry you all to the cart.
I'm not
He
that
points.
strong.
Yeah, he points at the direction where you saw the skeletons go off, where all the movement was. He
Mm.
he points you off over there, and goes to help Dr. Deveneaux move the statue, though he does not know that yet.
No, I'm figuring him and Magdalene can grab the lighter top half, and I'll grab the heavy bottom half.
Yeah, she's really reluctant with the apparent undead in the area to unlimber all of the heavy stuff she's wearing, but
Pavla's just like, yep,
just make sure that
twiddles
we're
her fingers.
aware if anything comes, and she's going to remove the breastplate and
Right.
all of the armaments and crap. She'll keep the
Right.
knife on her, but
Pavla like mock salutes and says, "You can count on me." And she watches where the skeletons went.
okay, all right. I'm going to go get us a statue.
All right.
So, with much effort,
She may or may not get distracted by her whisker again.
Yeah, there's 3 of you moving it. You guys will be
Pivot.
Yeah.
Pivot.
yeah.
I could. Yeah, it is according to the book. It is 500 pounds. I can
Yeah.
carry 300 of that by myself.
Right. And let's see.
Actually, I think I can
Magdalena
carry-
can take.
I'm at an even 10
Yeah.
for strength.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, so I can lift 600 of it by myself.
Yeah. So you guys are. Yeah, you guys are fine.
It's heavy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sure, why not? Let's see. Everyone make me you two make me a check that you believe is appropriate for carrying this statue.
Okay.
I guess
Down-
I think it's
downstairs.
basic strength.
I mean,
Either-
I guess you could make an argument for like acrobatics or dexterity for keeping hold of it while heading down the stairs.
I'm going to make an argument for persuasion so that I'm no.
Yeah,
I'm
acrobatics.
gonna use my diplomacy to tell him which direction to move.
Yeah.
Um,
Acrobatics would be good. A standard strength check would be fine.
What about climb?
How about escape artist to get out of carrying it entirely? What?
Weirdly enough, I actually, because I have a rank
Excellent,
in acrobatics, it's actually better than a pure strength check for me. Because there is no strength skill.
All right,
Yeah.
I could. Let's see. I've got to think through my argument for this, because I have knowledge engineering.
Okay.
So I want to see if I can figure out
Oh wow.
because we don't have a way to make like a pulley system to lower it, and I don't think I can make an argument for like leveraging it. So I'm just gonna roll strength.
I
Build a
mean,
catapult.
I would. Yeah.
So I get a 9.
Okay. Joel.
I get a 14.
Okay. Well, the ranger got a 20.
Good
I
job.
rolled a natural
guy.
20, so you guys succeed. Unfortunately, Magdalena, you're that
I
one
struggle.
person who's kind of there, holding up, like with your
Yeah.
hand on one side without.
It's all it
much
was ever
actual
gonna be.
weight on you.
It's all it was ever gonna be.
Right. Joel, you're actually very impressed with how the hunter is able to actually
Yeah.
shift this thing around down the stairs, especially since you're hefting most of the weight. He's yeah.
Yeah, so I wait till we get down to the bottom of the stairs, and then I put it over the shoulder.
All right,
And we put it on the sled.
cool. Whew.
I will spend the
jeez.
time to re-armor up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll stretch out from having done that, and then rearm her up as well.
No chance you guys are sticking around, is there? Whew.
For well, I mean, we could check this camp out to see if there's anything that could be done.
Well, kind of this is how we go it. How much will we get paid for helping out?
Yeah.
He knows what he is.
Yep. Got it. Oh dear, man. Well, I hope you stop by again after all this is over. Jeez. All right. Yeah. So I take it. Dr. Devino joins Magdalena in armoring back up.
Oh yeah, sorry, I said that. I don't know if
Yeah.
you heard that.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. All right. So, what do you do now?
I wait for my response of how much are you paying us?
It's
I
like,
guess we if we're not getting paid, then I guess we should just head back.
oh. um. No, yeah. He has stopped paying attention. He's kind of left off what you said and moved on doing other things.
All right, we head back to town then.
Right.
Okay, that's it.
I've been contracted to do something. I'll give you. It's not a.
Cool.
I have no time limit on it, but
Cool.
hence why I didn't
Dang,
mind.
wait. Before we leave, I want to look around to see if I can find anything shiny.
Okay, in the keep.
Yeah, in the keep.
I
Maybe.
don't think we left anything for her, unfortunately.
Is there anything that looks expensive in the upper room?
There's a wardrobe.
I'm not carrying that back too.
What do the handles look like?
They look like iron.
Mm.
A bit ornate. Hmm.
Oh, actually, no. I've got something. I'm good.
Cool. And we head back.
Okay.
Now at some
On your
point.
way back,
Oh,
at some point, what?
at some point during the walk, the doctor is going to look at Magdalene and say, "Sorry, I know you wanted to check what was up with those undead and stuff."
That's all right. Yeah, we have a job to do, as you said.
No, but I know it was something you wanted to do, and sorry we couldn't take care of it.
We are moving on to better things.
Okay.
Well, let's hope so.
All right. One night, on your way back,
Oh dear.
hang on a second.
Oh yeah, what's our watch order?
Okay.
Third.
I'll take first, I guess, because I think the rat has better night vision than any of us.
Do I have dark vision? I don't know. Let me check. Special abilities.
It's Pathfinder and you're not human, so you almost certainly have low light or dark vision.
I have low light vision, yes.
Still
and I
better-
also have scent.
Still better than either of the humans.
Yeah, I have low light and scent.
Okay. Yeah. One night. Yeah, you guys have stopped eating. Hold on just a moment.
Should we take our tokens off of the map?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Oh,
Alright, so
points for synchronization.
Yeah, that's kind of.
What did I do?
You moved it.
Wah, 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 wah.
Just let it fall.
Okay. Do you want me to help?
Just let it. Just let it. Nope.
Do you
Just
want me to
let
help?
it.
Do you want me
Yes.
to help, Kay?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Here, hold on.
Thank you.
Well,
Um,
look at that power.
Thank you. All right. You see the hunter kind of absent-mindedly flicking around a stone of some sort. Make me knowledge arcana checks.
I have that.
I
Yeah.
don't think I have that. Nope. I only have knowledge local.
12 modified by 7 is 19.
Okay.
Soundly beats my 13.
Okay. That's okay. This is actually a fairly common item, or at least one that would have been heard about. This is an ions. He's playing with a depleted ion stone.
Hmm.
You won't have to roll for this, Magdalena. Aslant was the first
created
and
them.
only culture to make ion stones.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The curiosity, the trifle that you have, where did you come by it?
This. It was. Yeah. This was in. This was at the campsite I mentioned back there.
Hmm.
It was.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was lying under one. It was lying by one of the skeletons. Looks like that skeleton was killed before we got there. I imagine it was by whoever was in the campsite. Duh. I just thought it looked nice. Figured I'd bring it. Figured I'd bring it home for my kids, have them play with it. Don't think it's particularly valuable.
The campsite you mentioned, did you, were the previous denizens, was there any sign that they were still alive?
I mean, you would have to be alive to want a campsite in the first place, right?
Yes, but if you found them after the skeletons
Oh.
got to them,
I mean, it looks like someone ran off. Didn't look like... Yeah, the skeletons were just kind of tearing the place apart when we got there.
and this was the only thing that you found there?
I mean, amongst other bric-a-brac, but this just caught my eye.
And reasonably so.
I'm sorry?
And reasonably so.
Yeah. Why, you know what this thing is?
A curio. Good for the children.
Interesting. Yeah.
Do you
Whoop.
mind if I look at it for a moment?
Yeah, he looks like he's about to put it back in his pack, but he stares at you for a minute, shrugs, and holds it out.
Okay, I'm going to spend just a minute looking it over, but using my ability to focus on it,
Cool.
and I'm going to try to read it.
Okay.
I know that it doesn't have energy in it now,
Right.
but
Okay.
theoretically I can sense the nature of it, and then also I believe within 24 hours I can find the last person to have used it. But I don't think that'll get me a whole lot. I just want to see what there is to see.
Right. What do you mean by nature?
So I can learn the properties of it, except as though I were using identify.
Okay.
But I won't learn, very specifically, I don't learn any curses that the item has on it.
Okay.
So, exactly stated, it is as if I used Detect Magic and succeeded at a spellcrafting check. Unless, let's see, this ability does not reveal whether the item is cursed unless the occultist class level is equal to or greater than the caster level of the item.
Okay.
Finally, if the item was last used no longer than 1 day ago, per the occultist level, so I guess that's 2 days I get.
Yeah.
The occultist learns one piece of information about the last creature to use the item.
Cool.
It could be a glimpse of the creature's appearance, a brief vision of what it saw while using the items, or perhaps its emotional state,
Okay.
based on your discretion. I get a psychic impression.
Oh, you're a sniffer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, is this the thing? Is this the thing you get for free, or is this the thing with the?
This is free. This is object reading is
appraise,
an
okay.
ability that
Cool.
I am. It is a second level occultist ability
Got it. Okay. Well
of
then,
a supernatural variety, if it matters.
yes, you get a strong sense of abjuration from this, and after a
Okay.
time, you realize that this was once an amethyst pyramid ion stone, used to hide from undead.
Mm,
As you're figuring that out, however, um, I imagine you're expecting um, a vision of sorts, just like a
I
quick glimpse at things.
She doesn't know how long
Mhm.
ago it might have been used, especially if it's spent.
Right.
So she's not really expecting anything, but she's hoping.
Okay. Well, you get okay. Suddenly,
The cats drop the dishes.
a barrage of images practically assaults your mind's eye.
Okay.
You see images of structures of epic proportion and fantastic nature.
Mm.
You get a glimpse of a skull wearing a crown that transforms before your very eyes to a humanoid face that's it quickly becomes indescribable. You feel as though you witness eons of time going by
Mm.
and aren't absorbing any of it.
Yeah. Okay.
The impression you get when you eventually you come to two realizations.
Sure.
The being that used this, in addition to whatever else you might figure out, the being who used this was most likely very old,
Mm-hmm.
much older than a living being should be. And also, that was quite possibly the strongest psychic impression you have ever experienced.
Yeah. Yeah.
You imagine that this is potentially someone who has access to power not unlike your own.
Yeah.
That used this particular ion stone.
so it's like I come out of it and I'm like for a moment I'm dazed, and then I'm going to hand it back to the ranger, and I'm going to say, are you sure that you don't know anything more about this camp, this situation, the people?
Sorry, I didn't take too close a look. I'll probably go back and investigate myself when I have the time, but
Take others with you. Be wary.
Why? You thinking it's dangerous?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Hmm.
I am thinking that it is dangerous enough that your lord should be warned. This now is a bubble of little more use to anyone than that of a child's toy, but once it was something else.
Hmm. You don't say.
The sort of person who would need the use of something like this is very dangerous indeed.
Right. Well, I'll definitely keep my eyes open then. Hmm. Okay.
I'm
So
definitely going to at some point move over to the doctor and say that I'm going to not going to inform him of the depth of my vision, but I will tell him. Uh, I don't know how much the doctor actually knows about what I can do. I think he knows that I'm a little weird.
yeah, that's probably
Yeah, but you're a
Um,
a
rat
good
catcher like
assumption.
me. We're all weird.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell him without any explanation. I'm going to say I got a reading off of the thing that the ranger was playing with. You may have seen it, the small stone.
Mm-hmm.
It was an artifact once, a magical portent. And I saw a glimpse into its past, and these lands may not be safe. There was someone very dangerous here recently, perhaps responsible for the anomalies that we saw in that keep. It's at least worth thinking about,
All right.
especially since we are what 3 days out in the middle of woodlands.
All right. Well,
Whoever they are, they have abilities, perhaps magical, perhaps something older. Definitely dangerous.
all right. Well, do you have a alternative course of action?
We just need to be
to what we're doing?
vigilant.
All right.
I think that
I just wanted
the
to make sure if you had a suggestion.
Duke
I heard it
should
out.
be warned if there are creatures like the one that I saw in this place, then is potential that there is more going on here than we were aware of.
All right. Sounds good. I guess a little bit more motivation to get out of here, get that contract, and get out of the immediate area.
Yes, yes. I would say that that is a valid response.
All right. Well, we're moving slow, so we'll have plenty of time to keep our eyes open. I'll try and do some scouting around and see if I notice anything in particular.
All right. I will let the other contractor know.
All right. Hey, it's been a couple days. What do you think about her?
I think she has a great deal of spirit, which in our line of work means there's a great deal of chance for that spirit to be crushed, but she has not been much tested yet, so...
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep seeing what we see.
Yeah. She had our back. That's worth something.
That is true. Seemed to get a little freaked out when the undead started showing up, though.
I did too the first time.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, you get some sleep. It's I'm on first shift. I'll
Right.
see you in the morning.
With all good hope.
Hmm.
Cool.
All right. I am rolling so many ones. Okay, you guys.
I'm hoping
You
these
guys-
wounds are good for us.
Especially one of you. You guys make it back without incident,
Okay.
including one. Yeah. Oh dear.
Sweet. Cool.
On the last day, except for one bizarre thing.
Sure.
Yeah, on the last day, the hunter is kind of, as you're traveling, he's checking his pack. He's looking around. It's like,
Yeah.
and he actually approaches you, Magdalena.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you haven't seen that stone around, have you?
Not since you put it back in your sack.
Uh, hmm.
Why? Is it?
I seem to have lost it. I was hoping you might have seen where I dropped it.
She's gonna look a little bit alarmed. There. There. No, I did not.
I'm going to be right back as well.
Okay.
Is there any way that you could have misplaced it? Is it in one of your other belongings or pockets?
Maybe it. I'll check again. He does look a little bit crestfallen, but otherwise, all right.
Yeah. You. We did hear that there was the chance of some of the elder folk in these woods. Are they the sort who would purloin a
Nuts.
small shiny object?
Nuts. More like two of the types that would take anything if they thought it was funny.
You are familiar with them.
I've heard a couple stories about some of them. Haven't encountered them yet myself. Well, I mean, I guess I have.
Perhaps I would not put myself to it, but are they here interested in anything?
Pranks. I don't know any more than that. If I'm gonna get it back, it's gonna be in my shoe or something.
I see. Well, I pray then that it is merely in one of your other pockets.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
My apologies. Well, I don't know what could be done.
Well, I'll ask the others if they've seen it. I'll take another look. Maybe you're right. I hope those blasted pixies haven't made off with there. Good. Joel's back. Okay.
The doctor comes traipsing out of the forest, having, been looking for.
Yeah. The hunter, yes. Basically, the hunter has lost his ion stone.
I heard that much.
Yeah.
That's...
Currently, he was probably robbed by some fae. Playing a prank on him.
Huh.
Back.
Hi. The hunter and...
Putting some tea on.
Yeah. Yes. The conclusion has been drawn that probably some fae in the area have taken the ion stone.
Well, I mean, it's happened in the past.
I double check and make sure that nothing of mine is missing.
Nope, nothing of yours is missing.
Oh, right. Cool.
Yeah, that's the point where Magdalene is like,
And Pavla knows nothing.
Yeah, no, I think I definitely would have told Pavla, if not the night that I told the doctor than the morning afterwards.
Okay.
I would have told her that that after a conversation with the ranger, I had come to the conclusion that it's possible that the undead were more of a thing that they had initially led us to believe, and to keep an eye out.
Hmm.
And
It still weirds me out that they had that green stuff on them.
yes, I'm not sure what that was. It worries me that I don't know anything about it. But without further information, all I can say is that we should keep our eyes peeled while
Right.
we are still in the woods. I think their range may be greater than possible. It
Hmm.
also seems that the ranger has had something go missing.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was nothing more than a trifle, seemingly, but I'm afraid that it might have been something more than that at one point. I don't know. There are supposed to be fairy in the woods, but I am off put.
Right.
So,
I don't know much about Fae, but
due to the fact that they have not taken anything else, I am dubious.
Can I roll knowledge nature to see what I know about Fae?
Sure.
Keep forgetting I can press R. 11? Wait, no. 13.
Okay. Well, with knowledge nature, you know that they're in the area.
Okay.
You've heard stories of them being pranksters. That kind of checks out.
Okay. But I don't know any way to ward them off or appease them or anything?
Some folk knowledge. You've got some folk knowledge. Little stone circles that some of the Hicks back in your home country would use to ward them off. I think the Fae proper are knowledge planes, aren't they? But
I don't know.
I don't know.
I do have knowledge
Yeah.
planes.
You would probably with knowledge nature, you would probably know that they don't like iron as well.
Huh. I should probably have been brewing a cold iron blade guard this whole time.
Nah.
flesh to
Okay.
cold iron?
Yes. All right. So you guys make it back to town.
Flesh to
Whee!
cold.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
The hunter says his goodbyes to you, and
We pay him in
asks for
alcohol.
his payment.
We pay him in an excessive amount of alcohol.
Yep.
He is very grateful.
So I'm assuming since when we first got there, we paid for a bunch of rooms. I'm assuming that what we basically did was we just transferred all of that to Lucy so she could just
Yeah.
stay there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Speaking of which, okay. So, where do you go from here?
I'm.
I guess we'll drop off the water clock.
Yeah, we've got to make the delivery. We've got to gain the contract.
And we gotta figure out what to do with this freaking statue.
You also
I will
have
leave
to.
that you.
Yeah, you also have to collect Lucy at some point.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say I'd probably go find her first.
Oh, and I have
And
to
let
go
her know
see
we're
Peter
back.
at some point.
Okay.
At
I'll-
some point. Probably
will
drop off
s-
the water clock first, though.
I will stay with the artifact while you go and get Lucy, and then we can go to see the Duke.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go find Lucy.
Okay. I'll just imagine. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I imagine.
Lucy, I want you to know about Elven statues.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you find her in the place you guys were staying. She gives a bit of a start. What? Well, um, hmm. Depends on the statue, I guess.
Alex the Bees, thank you for the follow.
Eh. It depends on the statue, I guess. I don't know much about the elven deities, maybe rulers.
Oh, okay. Well, we
I
can.
take it. I take it you're back. Were you successful?
Yes, and I got something extra.
Ah, I see. The statue. You must be referring to the statue, then.
Yep,
Of course.
nice alabaster statue.
Ah, have you delivered it yet?
The clock of the statue? No, I found you first. So we're gonna need to find
Yes.
a buyer for this thing before we leave town.
Right, right. All right, let's go.
No, though our new ratfolk companion may actually be able to help with that. I think she said she was a merchant.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. Pavla. She seems nice.
Yeah.
I mean, she is. Yeah, I mean, she has the. Yeah, she has. She's wearing a symbol of Abadar. Even if she didn't tell us, I imagine we would come to that conclusion.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're off.
All right. On your way back to the cart, she is giving you various information about the history of the kobolds in the area, how they were initially brought in to help bolster the foundling settlements, and how they've kind of been more or less accepted and well integrated into the duchy's culture by this point.
Huh. Weird.
I think it's noble.
It can be both.
Yeah. Yes, quite. This is it's a very interesting situation. I take it this is the statue you were talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pavla kind of gives Lucy
Unfortunately.
kind of like a side eye, like, what the hell are we gonna
Yeah.
do with this thing?
Actually, let me make that roll real quick. Well, it's not a historical figure, I can tell you that much.
Oh. Yeah.
This is not the sort of statue they would make for a ruler or a lord or a hero.
Oh, is it that kind of statue? Pavla like raises her eyebrows.
Sorry. I want to say the doctor says something offensive, denoting the fact that the woman is nude. Not so much offensive, not like lewdly offensive, just very bluntly like, oh yeah, I kind of noticed that when.
Yeah. Well, yes, well, she doesn't bat an eye at that. Yes, you're exactly right.
We've been friends for a long time.
And she starts going into a bit of a soliloquy about elven statues and some of the different artistry used in different eras.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So,
But
where are you
anything-
guys headed next?
Do you know anything about this statue?
Oh, this one? No, it's not a historical statue. It's probably a deity of some sort, or I don't know.
Just a
Yeah.
good-looking broad. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Did we hear anything about the witches?
The witches?
The
We heard
witches.
that there were people being taken.
Okay.
Ah, yes. So,
Alright, so we take the sled and take it the rest of the way to the manor.
Ta-da!
okay. All right, you arrive. The guards stop you at first, check things out, and then eventually let you in.
With the huge nude statue.
Yes.
we leave that we leave that in the courtyard.
Yeah.
A gift.
No.
No. That's not how this is.
No. All right, so then I pick up the clock.
Hmm.
Whoop.
Yep. All right, so you guys
Magdalene, if you
enter.
would, the door.
Yeah. So you guys enter the manor, and as you guys are making your way through the foyer, foyer, whatever it's called, yeah. Hans actually comes in through a door that is not his office. You see yep. You see some movement of people behind him, but he shuts the door in short order. So unless you guys are specifically looking, you don't know who it is.
None of my business.
Yep. Just people. And he gives a look. And he smiles and nods his head. Excellent, excellent. You may set that down out of the way over next to the wall over there. I'll move it to it. I'll move it where I intend to later.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
And he just walks over and puts it down like it's no effort.
Yep. Come. Yeah. Very well. Come in here with me. And he goes into his office now.
Come with me, and you'll be.
In my office where I keep my papers.
Yes. You don't get it, because you broke the rules.
Or, we follow him into his office.
Yep. All right, he sits down. He motions to a few seats in the that have been positioned facing his desk.
I scramble onto the chair and sit.
Given how many kobolds are, and he probably actually has some properly sized chairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yes. In fact, he looks at you, Pavla. Would you prefer a chair that is more suited to your size? We do have some around.
She looks down at the chair and she's like, it's fine. I'm already up here.
Very well. I believe congratulations are in order. You have
Pavla does the thing where you you clasp your hands on one side of your head and shake, and then to the other side.
It appears from the manner in which you came that you had no trouble retrieving the artifact.
I wouldn't say no trouble.
No?
Well, I certainly had no trouble.
he head gestures to Magdalene.
There was an unexpected event that occurred. One of the other groups did make it there prior to our own arrival. They were
see.
chased out by aberrations, skeletons animated through some mystic art, who appeared to be working in a concerted and coordinated manner. Not like any undead that I have ever seen.
The Duke raises an eyebrow.
One of your hunters, or one of the Lady Imogen's hunters, found a campsite. It had been routed, seemingly by the undead. There, he had located an ion stone. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this artifact. It is a
Yes.
magically significant piece, but it was drained of its power. I have some limited skill and have studied these things. I was able to determine from it that it had been used by someone of significant ability, far more powerful than any that I have ever known. Someone capable of raising the dead, perhaps. Certainly of a similar feat to the one that I did, a simple reading on the object, but the person had incredible power. And
And
it
yet,
seemed, anyway, that they would have been close by, for my own abilities do not stretch long into the past.
I see. You say the skeletons were tearing the camp apart.
I do not know exactly what they did. Your hunter described the camp as having been ransacked and said that one of the skeletons was left inanimate in the camp, but more than that, I don't know. I know that the Ion Stone had the original purpose of, well, be acting as a ward of some kind against the undead.
Hmm. You know specifically it is a hide from undead spell, so it's someone who would have... So it would be used to remain undetected by them.
Yeah. I say a ward. It renders the wearer unseen by creatures resurrected from death.
Hmm.
The stone, though, was bereft of its power by some means or other. The object itself was lost. We do not know if it was Fae that took it. I know that they are supposed to be in the woods around here.
Yes, I've met two of them in particular.
Or if
They do enjoy
someone,
their pranks, I suppose that is possible.
some more insidious force in the night. As I said, have had some little experience with mystics of the dark arts, and it is not outside of the realm of possibility that they had the ability to summon some lesser creature who could have liberated the object from us if they had
Hmm.
wanted it returned to them.
Hmm.
They did not take anything else, and I don't know if the Fae are particularly capricious enough to have assailed one person alone.
You wouldn't have happened to have explored the campsite yourself, would you?
No.
Glares at. No.
No, she looks legitimately disappointed, and like there is absolutely no question as to her emotion on the subject. Like she wanted to be there. Um,
Pity.
she said, "No, we were unable."
Well, I did give... Yeah, I did ask that you... Only that you retrieve the artifact, I suppose that... I suppose that was fairly pressing on your minds.
There was some question, I believe, of the potential of the competition being less than excited about our success.
Yes. Natural. Yes, naturally you would have to take precautions against that. Well, suffice to say, I am suitably impressed with your abilities. You gather, you gathered information, acted upon it, and recovered the artifact necessary. You even encountered some adversity of both intelligent and monstrous mind. I would definitely have no qualms against hiring you if that to do the job that I posted for, and indeed for which you arrived originally. Is this still agreeable to you?
She turns to the doctor.
Yep.
Mm.
Definitely willing to discuss terms.
Yes. Hmm. I will finance your trip there, as well as some extra for you to buy any additional tools you might need while there. However, your main reward will sit with me until the artifact is brought back.
Fair enough.
Say, yes. The fare to get you there can be taken care of outside of the contract. I do not have to specify the amount. I can just state I will get you there. However, say to start off, yes, a reward of, excuse me just a moment, I've realized I need to look something up real quick.
I have a kettle on. I'm going to go put a tea bag in it.
Good idea. Okay, yes. Alright, say alright, say 500 gold for each of you, as both partially as finance, but mostly as reward for doing this first task for me.
Oh dang, that was more than I was expecting to get paid.
Yeah.
I
have no idea how much is an appropriate reward, so I'm just...
The clock is worth 1,000 gold.
It's worth 1,000 itself, okay. So... So probably 300 gold each would be more appropriate.
Cool.
So 300, yeah. He'll grant you 350 each in that case.
Cool. I'm assuming since we're
300 for the successful retrieval of the artifact, 50 as finance for whatever tools you might need before heading out there.
cool.
With
Would it be polite or impolite for him to haggle?
depends on what culture he was brought up in, and yeah, give me a sense motive check actually.
Okay. Would that be sense motive or knowledge local?
Actually, give me knowledge local then, if whichever's better.
Knowledge
You've been here
local.
long enough to.
14.
14.
BRB.
This is a fairly out of the way area. You think you might be able to get away with it?
It's more. Let me just put it this way: in cultures that haggle, if you don't haggle, you're considered rude. In cultures that don't haggle, so he's just trying.
Okay. In that case, what you know is that this is an out-of-the-way area, but it's attached to a larger country, and you are speaking with a duke of said larger country.
Okay, he's not gonna push.
So
He's
it's
not gonna push it then.
He's probably not going. Yeah, people in the area might be willing to haggle. This particular man
Not
might
this guy.
not. Yeah.
Okay,
Not
he's
this
not going to push his luck then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I keep forgetting this is technically attached to Brevoy. Okay.
He will accept his offer then.
All right. I shall provide a reward of. Give me a minute here to look this up, because this is actually a fairly expensive item. Wow, I have to go way down. Oh, geez.
What are you looking for?
Never mind, I found it.
Okay.
Yikes. Ugh. All right. So, he is going to offer you to... Yeah. Ooh, okay. He's going to offer you 7,500... No, he's going to offer you 8,000 gold to retrieve this artifact for him.
Back again.
Okay, that sounds good. And he's paying.
Yeah.
And
If you successfully retrieve the artifact and bring it back to me, I will pay you an additional 8,000 gold. The money I've given you is yours to keep already. Is yours to keep. Is there anything? Yeah. I have factored in hazard pay into the price. Is there anything else you wish to add to this?
he goes, and anything else? Any other artifacts or things that we find related to it? Are they ours to keep?
Yes, unless you believe I would like them and can bring them back. I don't think I'll be interested, but I'll leave that up to your judgment.
All right, good deal.
Very well. All right. I shall get to writing up a contract. You will have it by tomorrow morning.
Sounds great.
At the earliest. Tomorrow afternoon at the latest.
All right.
Meanwhile, I should tell you what it is that I wish you to retrieve.
That might be good. Yes.
All right. All right, well, follow me. He gets up and
Walk with me.
and leaves.
We follow him.
Yes. Yeah, he actually goes back into the room he came from.
My tea is ready.
Did you bring it in the room with you, or do you have to go get it?
I have to go get it. I'll get it in a second.
Okay. So he opens the door to the room, inside which you see, you see a rather beautiful, rather somewhat regal-looking woman holding a small child. She looks up, but before she can say anything, Hans interjects. Thank you, Elena. I need to. Yeah. If you could take Axel elsewhere, I need to. I don't want to scare her. She gives a bit of an odd look, but eventually says, "All right," and leaves. Hans walks over to a display. Where a strange device is on the wall. It is a tube of metal set in some wood with this strange hand grip looking thing on one end. He reaches over and pulls it over. What you are basically looking at is a musket.
Mhm.
What you are
I'm gonna
looking
get the
for...
Sorry, I'm gonna go get the
Okay.
tea, but I can hear you in the other room, so I'll be listening.
Okay. What you are looking for will look something like this.
Have I ever seen an Aslanti artifact like that before?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, this thing is straight up bizarre. You have no idea what this is.
All right. I ask if we can examine it some more.
Um... He hesitates a minute, and eventually nods. Yes, let me check something first. He turns around with it and appears to be... and inspects it a little bit. Mostly looking around the handle area. He doesn't actually look down the tube. Alright, here you go. He holds it out and waits for one of you to take it.
I will take it.
Ta-da!
Yes.
Is it a magical artifact of some kind?
Of some kind, yes.
Is a boomstick.
I've seen wizards use implements of a similar variety.
Yes. I must say they're quite interesting. The one I'm sending you to get here would be of great value to me. I wish to inspect this artifact.
And it will be the same or very similar?
It should look something like that. Not exactly the same, but akin to it.
Doctor, would you mind if I...
Oh, no. Yeah, take it. I say, handing it to her after having significantly looked it over.
Yeah, and the way that Magdalena treats any object that she is going to read is almost like tender to a point where it's awkward to watch. But
Right.
she'll run her fingers gently over it, and she'll try to get a reading on it if she thinks it's possible.
Okay. It hasn't been used in the last few days, so
Sure.
whatever any latent psychic readings are gone. If this has even been used at all. There is nothing magical about this whatsoever.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, it is a metal tube set in wood with an assortment of gizmos.
Yeah. Is there a type of knowledge that I could apply to trying to understand what it is I'm looking at?
Engineering.
I do have that. 17 plus 7 is 24.
This is a very finely tuned mechanical device.
Okay. So like
You imagine that you see that there is something on the top of the gun that can be moved, held in position, of the device that can be moved, held in position, and then the hook bit on the bottom would release it to go down. What effect that would have, you have no clue whatsoever.
Yeah. So she's looking the thing over, and she says, "Does this have a distinct purpose built to it?"
Well, yes, most things do.
Stop being needlessly cryptic, okay? What is it?
It's mine.
And you want us to find something like it?
Yes. Suffice to say, this is a rather unique device, and I would like more of them, particularly this one.
How many
What
of those
is-
does he have on his wall?
You see 3. Only one of them is rather long. You see a rather short one where the tube has been flared at the end, and another short one that actually looks like just basically a very short version of what he has there.
Hmm.
Is there a reason that the rod is hollow? Is it meant to contain something?
Hmm. Is that important to your job?
Quicksilver, a liquid substance, maybe some kind of powder.
I'm afraid I can't say what. I'm afraid I can't say.
All right.
Uh,
Pavla hops off her chair.
I do apologize. Will that be a hindrance to you performing your job? I understand. Yeah.
As long as it's not too different from this, I don't think we'll have a problem.
Yes.
It's merely
just-
a curiosity, that is all.
Yes. Yes. I do apologize. I do not wish to engender mistrust so early on in our working relationship.
Oh no, I just want to make sure that we secure the right thing. It'd be a shame to go all the way out there and perform this and grab the wrong thing.
Right. Well, there are not many. Well, let's have a quick. I have faith in the information gathering and skills you have displayed so far. But but let's see how much you already know in that case, if it will make you feel better. What do you know about it? What did you learn about it from just looking at it? He looks at all of you at this point.
It's a metal stick. It's got wood bits on it. It's got a hollow bit on the metal bit.
Hmm. It seems not dissimilar to many wizards' casting implements. They use rods or staves, but this wedge of wood at the top, you handled it as though it were meant to be wielded in reverse, and as though it were meant to be hefted. The open aperture, therefore, pointed at whatever it is that it is meant to work upon. This hammering device, I do not understand why it is there. It seems trivial, but perhaps it is meant to act upon whatever goes inside of the empty space.
Safe bet.
Perhaps it is meant to combine two chemicals together, separated, or enact force upon the material inside.
There you go. You've narrowed it down. You're looking for a mechanical device.
There
With
are
us,
many
yeah.
of these.
And you've seen the mechanisms for this. You know, there are not many things in this world that act like this. I have a feeling that with that knowledge, you'll know exactly what it is when you find it.
So it will have some kind of a tube structure with a hammering mechanism.
Yes, I believe so.
Do you know if it will also have this wooden piece?
Could be. I imagine so. Potentially. I don't know what it looks. I don't know what it's made of. I only know that there seems to be a device like this in the dungeon, in the ruins, the Aslanti ruins under Thornkeep.
Do we know who made it?
Was it left there by Aslan or someone else?
I don't know. He reaches into his into his garments and pulls out his double-barreled pistol and shoots you. No. He
They know
he
too
pulls
much.
out. Yeah, he
They know
pulls
too
out he pulls out a piece of paper. Yeah, we found this some time ago. I haven't been able to translate it myself, and I'm something of a linguist myself. Um, however, the Lord of Thornkeep informs me that it is a map to the to the Aslanti ruins under his city. He holds it out and waits for one of you to take it.
Pavla grabs it, and she looks at it.
This is a
Like-
map of some place in the woods, near a river.
Does it have writing on it?
Yes.
Do any of us recognize the characters?
As a matter of fact, you do.
Yeah, I've studied some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And old stuff. So is it Aslan?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
It would take me a little bit of time, but perhaps I could perform the translation upon this. I'd say, looking over the fat folks' very low shoulder.
That would be most intriguing.
Being from Thornkeep, would I be able to look at this map and like localize it and see what it would translate to in today's topography?
You get the feeling that you would have to actually look through the woods to find the matching area. Like, this could be... It's not the best drawn map, and it doesn't really have good reference points.
It's written in crayon. No.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Aslanti ABC.
Yes. Yes, that would be most helpful. Here, could you...
I
You
hand
said
it back
you
Let
to
me
him.
copy that down.
You said that you will have the contract ready by tomorrow. I
Yes.
could perhaps have at least a rudimentary translation drawn up by the same time.
Yes.
If
That would
you
be-
do not mind leaving this in my care.
No, not at all. The map is for you to help you find the dungeon.
Very good.
I don't know where it is myself, but from what I understand, Baron Turvin will be most agreeable to you using his city as a base.
A curiosity question: does the barony of it that contains Thornkeep exist in the dukedom that belongs to?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's a good 400 miles out.
Thornkeep is technically its own city, minor city-state in the Echo Woods region.
Okay.
So if we scroll over to the map of the River Kingdoms, we are on the top far right in Herstorm.
Yep. I don't see.
You're on the left.
Yeah, no. I see Herstorm.
So we're there. The Echo Wood is all the way over here.
Yeah.
Thornkeep is right next to Mosswater.
Okay.
And that should give you an idea of how small it is. A destroyed town like Mosswater warrants more of a mention than it.
So these red lines, are these political lines or are these roads?
Those are the current political lines, Sans Embara, and other Brevonian colonies in the Stolen Lands.
Okay. So Embara is a dukedom, but it's small?
Yeah. It roughly encompasses this area here.
I mean, it is small for a dukedom.
Yeah.
Well, just like the rest of these territories are presumably baronies, right?
No, the rest of these territories are kingdoms.
Yeah.
Okay.
This whole place is basically ruled by bandit kings, self-proclaimed rulers, despots.
Okay. So the Baron of Thornkeep, then is literally the Baron of just Thornkeep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He got the title of Baron from. Well, actually, you know what? Give me a knowledge local check,
I don't know
Magdalena.
local knowledge.
Do it anyway.
Okay.
I can help.
Actually, no. That would be knowledge nobility.
Oh.
I don't have trained knowledge
Right.
nobility, so
You use it anyway.
it's a raw 18, and my intellect is +3.
You've heard of a. Yeah, the name Baron Turvin strikes a chord in your memory. You seem to recall something about a minor political figure that got chased out of Ustalav.
Ah, okay.
You believe he was a baron.
All right.
His baroness was more well connected, if you remember correctly.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't pay a lot of attention to politics, but yeah.
Right. But that was a good roll, so...
Sure.
Yeah, and I allowed that because you're from Ustalav, so there was a chance you would have heard about it.
I am that. All right.
So,
All right. So
right,
I guess we're good then.
Yes, I'll draft up a letter to Baron Blackshield and send that with you as well, so that he knows who you are.
Is the Baron not acquainted with our
With
our
what?
friend here? And I gesture to
Acquainted, yes.
He gives something of a tired smirk at that. Yes, but this is politics. If I do not send a response, it would be quite rude.
see.
Agreed. Wouldn't need his panties getting in a twist, now would we?
Quite. He seems a bit amused by that. Baron Blackshield is, even in this portion of the world, nothing but the rough equivalent of nothing, but it would not hurt to foster... It doesn't hurt to foster relations with one's neighbors. I doubt he has a truly high opinion of me either.
Rather
But
distant neighbors. What?
All right.
very well. Is there any reason? Is there any reason at all that you
You're
would
still in my office.
Yeah, no. Is there any reason at all that you are feeling off about this? Is there anything I can alleviate your minds? Any concerns I can alleviate your minds of?
Nope. Seems good. If we have any questions, we'll ask you tomorrow when we come to pick up the
I am
contract.
adequately compensated.
Very well.
All right.
All right.
You get a good rest. I shall make travel arrangements and provide your things tomorrow.
Ooh, fancy.
Cool. We spend the rest of the day looking for someone who will buy the statue.
Well, I will.
As we're walking out, Pavla turns to you and she says, "Ladies, gentlemen, I have some business in town. My family is staying here, and I would very much like to spend some time with them, if I may take my leave for a little."
Oh, sure. Real quick though, didn't you mention you had some merchant? You were a merchant of some kind.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
I am apprenticed to one Yunar Barask in Thornkeep.
do you have any? Well, I think we could use your skill trying to offload this. He says, pointing at the statue.
Hmm. Oh, I suppose my family can wait for that. And she looks at the statue. I guess I should have praised it. Hang on. What's my praise? It is 7. So should I make an appraise check?
Yeah.
All right. And we're gonna roll a 1. 7, so 14.
Aaron, you've got a praise too, don't you?
I do.
Have you rolled that on for the statue yet?
I haven't.
Would you like to do so now?
Magdalena will.
We are
literally-
strongly suggesting you roll it now.
Magdalena will literally only engage with the statue if she is directly asked by the doctor, because she's right now, like, she's got the map like twisted around, and she's like trying to write in a book while she's doing it. Like, she's already lost.
We've lost her.
I will, in fact, ask her for a second opinion.
Yeah, here, could you and she like offloads everything she's holding.
Yes, he holds it for you.
All right. 15 plus 8 is 23.
Oh my gosh.
So like I don't know what the statue is of. I don't know, but I'm like I can see the workmanship. It's it's nice.
It's a alabaster.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the alabaster statue. I don't know if I can identify with an appraise check like that, like who would have done it, but I might be able to tell you like the style it was done in.
How much is it worth?
Yeah, I mean, you would probably need to take it to a market to actually get some good price on it, or a gallery of some kind. But if you could find a collector, it could be worth quite a great deal.
This town, I don't know.
Yeah,
Find a collector.
there's a little bit of a. I mean, no offense to the population, but it is a bit
Well,
of a
no,
backwater.
it's very new. It's not old. It's not
a
very
lot
likely
of
that.
extremely wealthy people here, unless you can sell it to the Duke
Hmm.
or that strange man covered in Osirian artifacts. Should he have survived the skeleton?
Oh yes. Find him.
But I can't guarantee that. He seemed something of an adventurer. I mean, granted, I don't hold a very high opinion of him, and I imagine that he probably has a house full of collections such as this. It is not Osirian, so...
All right, so we try and find a buyer.
Right.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck.
Understanding that we will have to undersell its actual value because it's a hard to ship
Yeah.
item. But
Well, it helps that none of you know how much it's worth. So.
I was gonna say, even with a 23?
Oh wait, yes you do. What am I? Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't throw it out the window, but
Yeah. Because that's worth pretty. How much is it worth again?
900.
900. That's it.
Yeah. I'm assuming the game is taking into account the fact that it is a hard to move item.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and is that like the retail price? Like that's
Now,
what you get.
that's
for
how
the
much
in the
worth.
book it just
How
says
much are
worth
we gonna sell it for?
it says
Yeah.
worth 900 GP.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that what I was trying to ask? Is that the sell price, or is that the price that, like, is that the resale value?
That's just how much it's worth. The resale value
Yeah.
would be a little bit cheaper than that.
Yeah, because usually they only give you a fraction of that.
Right.
I mean, unless we like really pumped it up as some kind of artifact, but since none of us can identify what it even is of.
Yeah. So
Worst
you guys,
case scenario, we can chop it up in little bits and sell it as like modern art pizzas.
Yeah.
Modern art pizzas.
Pieces.
I heard pizzas too.
Yeah. You guys find a couple of interested parties, but yeah, there aren't like any dedicated stonemasons or.
See, like the whole thing is too much, right? But how about just like an arm?
Yeah.
So what's the best price we can get for it?
One of the wealthier citizens offers to pay you 200 gold for it.
I mean, what are we gonna do with it?
Yeah.
We need to leave tomorrow. We're not exactly in the best position to be doing this.
No, but there is a bigger. It may be worth it to because there's a bigger city. Now that'd be. Well, we are going a fairly large distance, and we will have to travel like through quite a few cities on the way there.
Hearing you guys discussing leaving, he raises his offer to 275.
Oh.
And I mean, we will be going through a bunch of towns, so the chance that we can find someone who actually give us a decent price for it.
Quite high, actually.
And as we get closer, and you said that you have more contacts closer to your home, so I'm sure we'll be able to find some of your friends.
How
Of
much?
course.
How much do you think is a fair price?
All right, well, we're haggling, so I'm going to go. So I'm telling you, the GM, this, but I'm not telling him this.
Right.
So he's going to be like, for this, all the effort of having to bring it out here. No, he's not gonna say that because he's trying to make it sound like he doesn't have a problem taking it. So he's gonna be like, he's like, for this quality, this, at least 700.
Do you need a...
I don't know. It looks like it's been through quite a lot. I mean, obviously you've taken good care of it, but I still see you lost so many of the chips. I don't know if I would pay more than 350 for it.
Are you kidding? There's like
What chips?
This is a near mint condition. Sure, there's a wear and tear, but that just adds character to the piece. I will not go 650.
I might also mention if you really wanted to increase the value that it was recovered from an elven rune.
Genuine elven artifact right here from
I thought you said
expert.
it was near. I thought you said it was near mint.
That's what makes it so impressive. It is both an artifact and near mint condition.
He quirk. Yeah, he does quirk a little bit.
Okay, so
We seem to be slightly confused, but taking all that into account, maybe 360 in that case.
The elves make things to last. It can be both ancient and near mint. You should have seen this place. Millennia old, and it was in impressively good condition. And the statue is just like it. Sorry, what was the last amount that he said?
He went up 360. He went up a very low amount. He's clearly suspicious now that you've contradicted yourself slightly.
Not a contradiction. It's both. That's what makes it so valuable. That it's both things. 635.
Pavla's like wincing at him, and she's like.
She can jump in at any time. He just somehow ended up being the person who's having this conversation. You literally just have to interrupt him.
Woof.
To say, is Lucy anywhere near us?
Is Lucy anywhere?
Yes, she seems like she's yeah, she seems like
He was
just
not
like she's
planning-
used to this.
He was not planning on getting. Why do I actually have no bargaining abilities? Oh yeah, because Lucy handles the contracts, not me.
Yeah.
So Pavla interrupts. She says, "Look, I'm gonna level with you, man. This thing was quite a deal to get out here, but if we can get a better price out in where are we?
Herstrom.
Yeah, we're in Herstrom, but what kingdoms would we be passing through? Not Pitax. Not Pitax. No.
Yeah,
Oh, good
you
lord.
would.
No.
It depends on where. It depends on where Hans sends you through. Probably through Mivon, the city of fencing masters.
Mm-hmm.
Grelton, which is
Okay.
fairly standard city.
I need to actually
Daggermark,
go.
the largest place around this area.
I feel like Aaron actually knows that reference.
But yeah, if we can get a better price in Miven or Gralton, we're gonna take that. We can't go any lower than say 400.
I would suggest, based on what I've heard of Niven, that there are probably individuals there who would be interested in a piece like this.
Well, if that's the case, I'd better take it off your hands. 400 gold it is.
Thank you, sir, for your business.
He nods his head. If you'll excuse me, I shall go and collect the funds. Yeah. Obviously, I don't expect you to leave the statue for me. Just wait while I get it. He goes in, he comes back out, he supplies you with the money, and then...
Yeah, while he's out getting it, I'm gonna turn to the doctor and say it's a good price. I mean, I would have tried to push up to 475, but it's a good price.
Look, the guy was flubbing at 360. My gosh, wasn't gonna go much higher than that.
I don't know that I don't know that we could push him to much more than that.
I don't want to lug this thing all the way to Gralton. Gosh.
Me both.
Yeah, so, he does, yeah. After he gives you the money, he directs you as to where you can put the statue.
Does he do so politely?
Pavla looks at the other three and goes, "Be
He just says, you can leave it over there, I believe. That should make a nice centerpiece for a new garden.
You gonna pay us for it?"
Yes, he's handed you the money. He has
No,
handed
no,
you
no,
the
no.
money for giving him
No,
the...
I don't mean the statue. I mean to move it. It's not ours anymore.
So what, you guys are just going to drop it there?
I'll move it.
Okay.
It's not that big.
All right. You guys... All right, so...
Where is... Sorry, I am trying to see where my character's actually from.
He is well down southwest.
Okay, yeah, he's from like the other side of the of the giant lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Because some
He
of this
did have to
yeah.
travel quite a ways. It's pretty cold.
Well, I mean, yeah. Like, if I am understanding this map correctly, he's on the other side of the lake you can barely see here. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. Just some of this area was looking kind of familiar, so I couldn't remember why.
So...
All right, cool. So,
And with that, gentlemen, I will
altogether-
take my leave of you.
yeah, so altogether, this session we have made...
Ladies, gentlemen, sorry.
Yeah.
we've made how much? How much did we get paid? So we made
We got
400 from the
400 from the
statue.
Yeah.
And then
You
how
got. You guys have picked up so far 1,450 gold right now so far. Total. That's 350 to each of you from the Duke, and 400 total for the statue.
So
So-
that's
so 14
133 gold, 30 silver, and 3 copper. For each of us.
that's 362 gold to each of us.
Okay.
There are 4.
There you go.
Oh, there's 4. That's right.
There are 4 of you. So, okay.
I did purposely negotiate the contract, if you remember, that she gets an equal share.
Right. So, that is right. I forgot about that. Okay, so
I need to make an adjustment here.
Okay, so we get 400, and we get 362 gold pieces and 50 silver pieces each.
okay.
No, 5. It's
5.
10. It's 10 to a
That's
1.
1.5 pounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Good. I'm still under light load. I need to buy something.
Do you get okay?
I need to keep track of this stuff.
All right. Do you guys want to do anything else today, or are you just going to rest up for the next?
I was going to go visit my family.
I got money. I'm gonna go get myself a nice meal.
Yeah.
I got paid today.
Alrighty.
Magdalene, would you like to join us?
Yeah.
Magdalena?
Aaron, are you back? Are you here?
I am. I was.
She's
going to go
distracted
and-
by the book or the map.
Sorry.
I was going to make sure that we have this all ready.
Alright.
I'll probably just be in my room if you need me.
All right. So yes, Pavla.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you do find where your distant family is staying in the city.
Yay!
And yes, you do run into Peter playing outside. Well, more outside.
More outside? More
Yeah,
outside than not?
Yeah, they're
Mostly
pretty.
outside?
It seems that this particular branch of your family is pretty content to live in a building with a lot of holes in it.
Ah.
It looks pretty hastily assembled.
Well, they just moved in.
Yeah.
They're still making accommodations.
Yeah. So he does see you and runs up all excited.
I kneel down.
Pavla! Yay! Did you bring me
Lovely.
something?
Yes, Pieter. And I reach into my coin purse and I pull out a platinum dragon.
Yay! I can't wait to show everyone. Come on! And he pulls you inside to go speak with everyone.
Oh yes. And conversation ensues.
Yes, and stuff. Yes, that happens. You get to catch up with your family. Congratulations! You did the mission that the first mission that your family has given you.
Yay!
That was easy enough.
Okay, so -1 platinum dragon.
Okay.
And yes, I convert all of my things into platinum dragons because it's the lightest.
All right. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do?
I mean, platinum dragons is something that is the unique currency of Brevoy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that you. Okay then. Sure.
Every single nation has their own particulars on what it is.
Okay.
Though probably most of them will accept it without problem.
Um,
It is
duh,
platinum.
does anyone have anything else they'd like to do tonight? As in before you guys leave the next day?
I think I'm good.
I may go shopping for a masterwork piece of armor.
Okay.
1 second.
I don't think I can carry much else.
Don't worry, I can carry things. I can carry many, many things.
I have 2 pounds of room left in my backpack.
Oops. Oh, okay. I have to go through and fix this. How much is a masterwork chain shirt?
Let's see.
Uh, 250 gold.
Okay.
I just have a chain shirt. Yeah, I think I'm going to spend my new earned money in an investment and buy myself a masterwork chain shirt.
An investment in my life.
Actually, wait. Let me see. I think that's the best piece of armor for me, but there may be a better one. Anyway, I'm gonna buy myself a.
It looks best. It looks like it's the best to me. So.
Yeah, it's usually the best.
Okay.
And I'll sell my old one at the same time.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay.
So you see him the next day wearing a new shiny, high quality piece of armor.
All right. So you guys wake up the next morning. Do you go to see?
Oh wait, no.
The Duke?
Wait.
Do you go to see the Duke, or do you wait to hear word from him?
Yeah, he said to come see him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. You arrive and yes. Hold on just a minute. I actually realized I almost forgot to do something. Okay. Yes, you are ushered in, and you find him in his office. So, all right. Here is the contract. Who should I? He holds it out for someone to take.
I take it, and then I give it a once over, and then I hand it to Lucy.
There you go.
To Lucy to give the twice over.
Give it your once over then.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to use.
You have to hit Alt at the top bit to zoom in.
Oh no, I was just figuring out how to move around.
Ah, okay. There you go. All right, and if anyone else wants a copy of that, please feel free.
Oh, it's It's fairly light. I was expecting something more intense from him. I do give it to Lucy though to give it a once over.
That's the important bit.
Right. Okay. Yes. So I give it to. It seems fine to. I mean, I can make an intelligence roll.
Yeah.
It seems fine
Perfect.
to me.
Perfectly fine.
I,
Yeah.
but I know enough, so I hand it over to Lucy to be like, I'm not being dumb here, am I?
She doesn't give much of a response. She gives it a look. It's like, nods a bit. Yeah, actually, go ahead. Yeah, you can keep that.
Cool.
All right. It also states, and this is the letter to be delivered to Baron Blackshield. He has he is currently placing wax on a slip of paper that he quickly presses his ring into.
All right. Pavla takes it.
If you could deliver that for me.
Will do.
Thank you very much. I have already made your travel preparations. They are to wait for you by name and leave once you are ready. I've taken the liberty of charting your path to go through mostly the most main routes that can be taken. You'll start with a small convoy of boats heading down to Mivon, and from there pick up overland passage.
Right. Pavla bows.
Making further stops at Avondale, Gralton, Artum, and Daggermark. And then from Daggermark, you'll have to make your way on foot, I'm afraid, up to the Echo Wood.
Yeah, it's not much in the way of transportation out in the boonies.
Well, there is. It's all being used by the Crusaders.
Right. Well,
Apparently, there's some pretty big things going on now. Something about another potential crusade.
Hence the
Something
Crusaders.
we need to watch out for.
hmm.
Something that we need to watch out for.
I doubt it.
Do I know about this?
This is something that most of the world is kind of aware of. There is a Crusader state up in the north that basically is eternally watching and fighting against a demonic invasion.
Okay, then in that case, Pavla's probably going to say something to the effect of, well, there's always a crusade, let's be honest.
And yes, indeed. Doesn't matter that they only call this one the 5th. Maybe this one will work.
As far as I'm concerned, it has been one never-ending crusade.
But yeah, basically, there was civilization above that state. Demons invaded, Crusaders counterattacked, went really well. The following 3 crusades have been a series of defensive actions as they've lost ground. So, basically, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, holy warriors fighting against demons up there. So, apparently they're sending a lot of people now.
Well, I'm afraid we must bid you adieu at this point, Duke. Think places to go, people to see.
Indeed. First, are there any last questions you have for me?
I look at the artifact hunters.
Yeah. I can't think of anything.
Did you want a copy? I made a copy of the...
Ah, yes, excellent. Thank you. This will be most interesting. He pulls out another slip of paper where he's made, where he You actually see a variety of languages on it.
Sure.
Yes. Yes, this will be a good starting point for this.
Just make sure to care for it. I use charcoal so it can be easily smudged.
Yes, I shall treat it with the utmost care in that case.
Cool.
Very well. Yes.
And
We do not
away
have
we go.
do not have an official port, but you will find your boats awaiting you at the riverfront or the lake. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the next time we see you, we'll come with that artifact in tow.
I have every faith that you will.
And Pavla turns on her heel and starts walking out the door.
Good luck. And you guys are officially, well, maybe, yeah. Alright, so you guys make it to the docks.
Until
There's
you
actu-
are ambushed!
What passes for docks, anyway. And there are a few riverboats there that are grouped together, clearly waiting for someone.
I'm pretty sure it's us.
Yeah. So, you guys...
Yeah, I assume we go, we give our names,
Mhm.
and they take us to
Yep.
go.
Yep, they take you aboard, and you guys are off.
Yay.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right.
Well, it's 10 o'clock, so I'm assuming that is that's it for tonight.
I think so.
This could be a good stopping point for now.
Cool.
Is there any chance of random encounter?
There's a few.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna end the recording here then.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.